Good afternoon. Glad to see you, dear Tatiana. We are waiting for other participants of our event. And while we are waiting, we also could start. So today's topic is making the classroom a safe space. And you know that it is really rather difficult to talk about some safe space in Ukraine in our circumstances during the war. But we need to understand that a safe space can mean also emotional safety for children and not only some shelter for dangers. By the way, in the case of air raid siren, remember that you should proceed to a shelter. Take care of your safety. And our speaker today is Любов. She will discover us the topic, making the classroom a safe space, and our task is to communicate, to share ideas, and to be an active participant. It's for every of us. It's a demand for each of us. Tatiana, could you talk to us? Could you hear us? Or could you take part in the frame of writing in a chat box? Tatiana, could you hear us? We need to understand if we could start, because it is really important to know that you are with us, not just a picture, and you are ready to be an active participant today.
Well, I've got direct message from Tatiana, and she said, good afternoon, yes. So probably would communicate with messages, I don't know. And another participant is going to be absent today, unfortunately. I don't know about which have registered earlier, probably they would be. Well, all in all, I am a facilitator of program SWITLO, and today we are going to talk to you about making the classroom a safer space. I'm not sure whether I can be the person who is going to discover this topic, because it seems to me that it is quite loud to claim that I'm discovering, but all in all, we are going to discuss it. So let's start with a simple thing here, just to warm up. So how are you today? On the scale of these nice animals, please pick up the number which suits your mood today and write in the chat the number which is appropriate for you. Well, let me see. I'm probably number 5, because I'm a bit sleepy due to yesterday's weather. And I see that Tatiana is the same. So, Yaroslava, what about you?
I am also a sleepy beauty today, and not only today, but during the previous week.
Oh my God, maybe the weather and the autumn. Okay, this is the thing we are talking about. Well, also I planned a kind of warmer. So the task is to complete the sentence and listen and repeat what you heard and add one more thing, then repeat and add one more again. So I'm going to school and I'm bringing my red pen. So could you continue? You are to repeat my sentence and add something what you are bringing to school.
I'm going to school and I'm bringing a red pen and some textbooks.
Okay, Tatiana, would you go on? You need to repeat the sentence from the early beginning, Tatiana. So Tatiana just wrote my red pen, some textbooks, and a good mood. But the whole sentence would be, I'm going to school and I'm bringing my red pen, some textbooks, and a good mood. Okay, as all of us are in good mood, and I hope we are, at least I expect so, since our last meeting, several months is passed. And was there anything you could share? What did you do since the last meeting of our tech? Is it possible to describe or demonstrate something you tried and how it worked out, to share something positive that happened in a lesson or in lessons, to discuss any issue or question that arose if there were any? Well, it's hard to say whether I have tried something from this program because as a facilitator, I had access to it a bit earlier than everybody. So usually I try to create positive atmosphere and all is quite well, despite the factors which I can't influence on.
I gathered all the pictures that you offered us at the beginning of our meetings, and I tried to use them at the beginning of the lessons. It was really cute and fun, but sometimes it took much more time than I really decided to do during the lesson, this task,
But
to
anyway,
devote to this task.
Sorry for interruption. Anyway, you know, when you create such atmosphere, students trust you. So it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Sometimes in my classes, as I use these things for the second year already, sometimes they rush to my lesson to complain about something. They pick the worst picture or the most tired, and they say, you know, we had a terrible day before your class, and so on. So they just sharing everything. Well, I'm not sure whether we are to wait, because we are a bit delayed of time. So our learning outcomes for today. I am from the same country where you are from, even from the same city, and I clearly understand that we are living in a wartime, unfortunately, due to our neighbors, and there are a lot of things we just can't do ourselves. But to create safe atmosphere is actually in our maybe a bit of responsibility. Surely not in general, but all in all, we can do something on our own. So we would try to discuss with you the things which we can and can't control and identify some ways to apply theory to practice to make our classrooms safer spaces as it is possible. Surely understand me properly. I do not ask you to run out of the shelter and stop rockets and missiles with your hands in the air. It is impossible, and all of us are absolutely conscious about it. Olga Romaniuk, welcome aboard. But nevertheless, we can do something to help our students. So, firstly, I'd like to discuss with you things which we face during our teachers. So, add the QR code or the link. Would you please follow it? And try to vote or just write as many words as you can, all the things we face during our teaching. And I probably need to share this to our chat too. So as soon as you have made a screenshot, or I don't know whether it is with the camera with QR code, let me know. I'll send you the link to the chat too. Made?
Alrighty.
Okay.
Любov, could you give me an access to text in chat to everyone, not just to you?
I'm clicking on everyone, and for some reason it is still like direct message, and I don't understand what is wrong with it. Maybe there's something.
Only to host to you.
Okay, try now.
Now I have, thank you.
Because I was clicking on everyone constantly, and it said that it is impossible. Okay, so I hope you went to Menti. Let me just send you the link to. Oh, a second. Oh, my computer decided to stop my work. Sorry for that. But nevertheless, we will survive.
Любов, what kind of things do you mean? I face during my teaching?
Everything. You come to your teaching process. What are you, maybe the things you are concerned of, or the things which go well during that process, everything what is possible? Because, you know, it's usual, a process in school is usually the same. We have teachers, parents, and students, right? So maybe there's something connected with them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I noticed that message from Tatiana, but I hope that Olga could join there. Well, my chat says that there are no results yet. Maybe I need to refresh the page. Okay, surely different emotions. As far as I remember, the amount of words was not limited, actually. So there can be different things. From time to time, we have different situations with our student when the students, when they misbehave, or with parents who come. And that is fantastic in case those parents come with a positive attitude towards us, but in case not, there are some difficulties. Early, from time to time, we have something like distant learning. Yep. And we are to adjust us to them. Yeah, lessons can be difficult sometimes to plan something for learning. What else? What else? Okay. I think I must say about it, because sometimes, yeah, right, sirens appear. Yeah, perhaps, I don't know. Well, due to the situations when we have air raid sirens, we need to postpone something from our lessons, and we have some losses of material, yeah? Well, so our Mentimeter looks like this right now. There are plenty of things. Okay, as we have just briefly moved through all the things we face with, we can get to the next part. And what I'd like you to do is to analyze actually the things you've mentioned on the previous slide. Just let me share it in a proper way. Yeah, here it is. And think which of the issues we meet during our lessons and our teaching we can control and which we can't control. Again, there is a link on screen and QR code which you can scan, and let me know as soon as you scan it so that I could get to the chat and share the link in the chat. I'll see whether I can. No, I can't. The presentation just doesn't let me to copy anything while I'm presenting. So as soon as you've got it, I will share with you the link. In the chat to join and to try to divide all the things you've mentioned in previous, but whether we can control them or we can't control them. I've actually created kind of Padlet for that, but I think Padlet is quite simple tool. Up to 5 words can be done by any participant, and here we can add something what we can and can't control. So remembering what we have written before, we surely can control our emotions, right? Because it is our reaction. Down there beneath these 2 pages, you've got commands. Yeah, emotions. And the things we can't control are the sirens we've got every day. Yeah, probably we can't control what students feel. Yeah. Maybe some factors beyond our classroom are not controlled. But what is inside our classroom can be controlled by us. So I'd write students' reactions to aerate sirens, because you know they can be overwhelmed with all the situations or decide to oversleep or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, we can control our emotions. Anyway, I think we didn't say about it. Yes, we can control the atmosphere we have at the lesson, right? We even can create it. Can't?
I mean, what material is more important to give students during the lesson, and which one we could leave to do them at home?
Yeah, so how to organize work during the lesson? What is...
Yes, have air raid sirens.
Yeah, to probably not to get so many educational losses as we have, yeah? But to follow program and not to be behind of the material we are supposed to cover. Okay, things we can't control. Air raids, which are connected with the war, probably some illnesses of our students, yeah? Okay, can we control reactions of parents? No. So I'd write parents, because they are other people, we can't control them at all. Well, while I was checking for that, I had actually found several pictures which I'd like to share, and they are not provided by British Council, but all in all, they are the things which are in circle of our control and which are beyond that. So as you can see, the weather is something we can't control. Some people's health, some war politics, which we have right now, maybe some violence. Yeah, I hope that there are no violent issues in our schools, but as far as I know, bullying can appear sometimes. We can influence on our relationships, maybe something within our family, so we could calm down ourselves, and we can control our personal goals. If we speak about the material which we present to our students, probably these are our personal goals too. Voila, I've actually picked several more. This one is the thing which we can control too. So our thoughts, our behavior, our actions, our opinion, and our ideas and the words we are saying are under control too. But everything what depends on the other persons is not on our control. And I've got one more, you know, from time to time I'm thinking that it would be really useful to print them out and put somewhere next to me to look at them and to remember, because we can't do anything absolutely in case the things are beyond our control. Like pandemic, you remember that COVID-19, yeah, the war, we just can't control them. So it is probably the best thing to focus on the things so we could control. Well, and British Council provides us with a video how to create, just a second, starting slide sharing, how to create positive atmosphere in our classes. So, checking my settings. Oh, I did something wrong, absolutely sure. Maybe I need to open another page. Yeah.
I'm Dr. Rina Bajaj. I'm a schools engagement trainer.
Sorry, I need to stop for a second in case it is not heardable. Let me know, please.
It's variable, but it is not very loud.
Let me see if I
uh,
can do anything about that. So here I've got completely all sound. Okay, just one adjustment. Sorry for that. Technique is probably not my strong point. I'll try to redo it in a proper way in a second. No, I don't get it. Okay. That's max.
I'm Dr. Rina Bajaj. I'm a schools engagement trainer with the Anna Freud National Centre for Children and Families. In today's video, we're going to be talking about safety within a school. When we think about safety, we're thinking about emotional safety as well as physical safety. When a child feels safe, they're more likely to be able to engage in their learning and manage their emotions and ask for support when needed. So firstly, you may want to consider the physical environment within your classroom. You may wish to have a designated space, which is a space where children and young people can go if they'd like to take a break from the usual classroom activity. You may work with individual children to help them to identify when they may need that time out, for example, through the use of picture maps or cards, so something to help them to signal how they're feeling at that point in time. In this designated space, you could have some activities, objects, reading materials, or it could be used as a space for them to practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques. As well as thinking about the space within your classroom, you also might want to think about spaces within the school in general. Are there any quieter spaces where young people could go if they needed some time out or to decompress? Secondly, you may wish to consider how you can integrate new starters into the school environment. You may wish to host some tours for pupils to get them used to the new environment and also allocate peer mentors to new starters. In addition, it's important that support services are clearly signposted so that pupils know where they can go if they need support. Thirdly, ensure that mental health and well-being is integrated into the ethos of the school. So talking about mental health and well-being should be a normal part of school life. You may wish to refer to your values and have these displayed at prominent places within the school environment. You could also have displays dedicated to well-being and integrate aspects of well-being into everyday lessons and assemblies. In this way, this helps to challenge the stigma around talking about mental health, and this can make pupils more likely to ask for support when they need it. Ensure that there are clear policies and procedures in relation to pupil well-being. You may wish to appoint some pupil well-being ambassadors who can help with this process and also elicit feedback from the pupils within your school. In this way, you'll know what's working well and what could be improved. It can also really help for pupils to see staff members modelling positive self-care strategies, such as taking regular breaks and asking for support when needed. For more information, guidance, tips and expert videos, we recommend that schools sign up to the Schools in Mind network, which can be accessed via the Anna Freud National Centre for Children and Families website.
Well, to tell you the truth, I can only provide you with the link because I didn't get further with it of this video. So we are not required actually to join that Anna Freud program, but we can discuss what we had just seen. So I'm starting sharing. And it says my screen is paused, which is absolutely fantastic. And all in all, I need to move over here. Well, so what is safe space? Let's see. Is it just physical space, a feeling, or it can be both?
I think it must be both.
We've got absolutely fantastic active group today. Okay, do you create a safe space for your learners, and how do you do that? So, dear colleagues, in case you are a bit shy to communicate with us through your microphones, you can use charts to give answers. I'd be gladly reading them aloud in case there are any. Well, for me, I try to create safer space by establishing clear rules in my classroom, and actually every lesson we focus on students' emotions, so they feel quite safe when they are in my class, and they can share almost everything, because what's on a mile stands on a mile. The things they share didn't go far anyway. So what you learned from safe spaces from this video? What safe spaces were proposed by the authors of the video? What I did not really see in our area is, I don't know, just a spot inside the school where students during the lesson can go and calm themselves down, because I think it's almost impossible. Probably if the students are there must be a special person who would take care of them. And that is the key point which we saw in the video. So I'm afraid the discussion part is not really good today. Well, so actually, I need to share with you two more things: strategies for making the classroom a safer space and activities to create safer classrooms. Just according to what is going on, I think we would go like this. I share the link where you can open and look through strategies, and then through the activities, and we discuss them. Probably that would be more useful. Well, the first one is supposed to lead to strategies, and second one is to activities. Well, I hope those who joined with the phone still can open our chat and check the things in there. But anyway, I'd share. So here are the strategies to make classroom a safer space. And I'm pretty sure, as the colleagues here has got huge experience of work, you probably do most of them. Yeah. From time to time, it is useful to admit that you do not know something. And usually when I don't know, I just ask classmates of the student who asks me about the meaning of the word. In case they do not know, we can even Google during the lesson, and I don't think that that is a problem. Well, I actually do not post learners' work because recently I had a situation when there were other students from different schools in my class during Saturday and Sunday, so I was just a bit afraid that they can, I don't know, throw some papers away and so on, so I decided not to do that. Circulation, I think, is quite a positive thing, and we always do that. Yeah, we read with learners, we write with learners. When there is a problem, we try to decide it at the spot. Vulnerabilities just must be. Offering options is good too, because you may start your lesson strictly with something, or you may propose your students to choose where to get. Sitting next to my learners, I've got one class and they prefer to sit at the last row of my classroom, where I have actually 3 rows of 5 desks in each. So I just come closer to them and we work together from that spot. I'm not really a fan of art and music, but when we discuss topics like art and music, we share, and that maybe that is just appropriate for younger levels. And this year I teach quite adult students. What else? Solving problems themselves, absolutely. In case they didn't know what to do, I allow them to ask their classmates firstly, and then only to ask me. We've got sharing atmosphere, as I said earlier. So probably almost all of the strategies I apply to my classrooms. What about you? Would there be any ideas from the colleagues I'm working with? Okay. I'm sorry, but I really did not think that I am supposed to wait for a long time. And here I don't know why is it like that. Maybe I need to hide it, but unfortunately I didn't know how. Okay, anyway, by the way, is it visible like that from your gadgets, or is it different a bit? The same?
From the laptop, it's the same.
Because I didn't know, these things look like advertisement in the right side, and okay, finally. Again, technical things. Among the activities, I've tried something like emojis of the day and blob 3, because I think the pictures I showed at the beginning of our session are similar. We've got rules, and rules are strict. I do not let anyone actually to change them, but they can be adjustable in case the students prefer not to be reordered in different groups and they used to work like that, then it's okay for me. So the rules exist, but they're flexible. I didn't try conversation basket, and I didn't try ask me anything. And I think it is these activities are more appropriate for those students who just came to my space. And usually I teach students from, I don't know, primary school and go on until they finish school, so it's not really good for me. Well, emojis work perfectly well, especially when you work online. So you may ask your students to share some emojis about how they are feeling. From time to time, it is possible to keep them anonymous. By the way, using Mentimeter is possible to choose smiles too, just like we've been working with you with different things which we face with during our teaching. One of the options can be to vote for the face or to add the face. So it's just possible too. So here are activities to create safer classroom. Well, getting far. Not sure whether it is supposed to be like that, but all in all, I'll probably just move briefly because I planned 2 videos, but as I see, we've got really huge discussional atmosphere here, so I didn't think it must be done. I'll just send them to your emails after the session. So, any idea or activity to make your classroom a safer space? This could be idea from the video you saw, from the activities list, from the strategies, or from the course. What would you like to try? Well, actually, I've been sharing what I have already tried and still go on with it. Maybe there is something new which you show on the list, which you saw on the list and would like to apply to your career. Tatiana, is there any idea? Well, I don't know. Yaroslava, what would you say?
According to the strategies, I would try read with your learners. I haven't ever done that. I don't know why, because all of the strategies, they are really well known for us. We do many things in the classroom, but we haven't known that many of them are really strategies to make classroom a safe space. Also, I like art and music fit the soul, and I think it's not only for primary school children, it's also very useful for secondary school students, especially when we have the lessons devoted to these topics.
So I think I'm a bit rigid to that because I've never tried, and I'm not sure whether I'd like to. I'll see. My 10 graders, they are quite calm students, but from time to time it seems to me that they see too much time. So I prefer something for them like running dictation, stand in the corner in case you agree or disagree, and then justify your choice, something like that. So maybe I need to adjust music for that. I'll think over that. We have already had grammar auction. It was quite nice. And I always promise them that I'd bring a hammer, maybe the rubber one, which, you know, make a quick sound when you hit something. So, by the way, oh, no, I've put it somewhere. Have I? Yeah. I've got absolutely fantastic picture, which was presented for me by one of those students, where there is a sculpture of a man who does like that. So in case somebody makes a lot of mistakes, I just show the picture and everybody knows that they made a mistake, so they start to laugh at the spot and try to correct it. Well, what about adaptation of the activities? That is what I have already covered, I think, because I try to adapt music to my reality to see whether it really works with adult students. And the fourth one, we can actually keep for yourself. You are to decide when you'll try the activity and what you need to prepare. I think this is not the thing which we are to cover during our session because it is personal stuff and you can think on your own. By the way, all the session materials will be sent to those who are present today to email so that you could rewatch them again. Check some additional information because I've got 3 more things to be sent and see whether there are any concerns for you. I hope there are no issues. By the way, British Council reopened because it was opened earlier. Course Teaching and Learning in Difficult Times. It is completely online course which consists of 3 modules. They cover trauma, making classroom space safer space, and how to deal with some behavioral issues which appear during trauma with our students. So in case you'd like to join, just let me know. You may write it in the chat during this session, and I'll ask my supervisor to join you to this course. So, we have already covered during all the other sessions the following topics as what is our group, how we work, and what we are interested in. It was actually the first. We worked on social and emotional learning. We've covered gender and language teaching. We have already discussed trauma and its effects in the classroom. And we've worked with managing challenging behavior. And today we have discussed making classroom a safer space. I hope with all the materials I'm going to provide, you'll have enough probably possibilities to think of them. So what I'd like you to do now is to choose among these 3 topics the topic of our next session. And for that reason, you need to join Mentee to vote for it. Here you can see QR code. Let me know if you scanned it. And I'll share it.
We have, could you change the slide? We have apply activities to create safe classrooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, nice. As usual. Thank you for your attentiveness. It happens. So, here are the 3 topics which we have not covered at all, and we are supposed to do it, I expect probably in November and maybe in December. And under the QR code, you may see the link where to join for voting for them. So, have you scanned it? Yeah, okay, then I'm stopping sharing and providing, oh, just a second. Providing the link to chat in case scanner doesn't work. Because actually I do not know. So, we have suggested topics. Yeah, great. So, according to our voting, it was picked, just a second, that we are to focus. I'll try to do it on lesson observations the next time. Just I need to do it, you know, it's a bit, I don't know how do. I want to start it sharing with the slide. Am I sharing it? That is just because somebody is joining us. That's why. So here was a slide, and we decided that we are getting to lesson observation. Here it is. So, as we are working like students, for our next session, we have some piece of home assignment. There would be video and a handout about observation tasks. And again, I'm going to send them to you, to your emails after the session. So, and we are getting to the end of our session today, and it is actually a reflection. Deciding an action point, we've been discussing with you whether we would try some strategies and activities to make our classroom safer space. And we have discussed with you, yeah, Yaroslava.
I'm sorry, maybe let's give an opportunity to our new participants to vote. Maybe something will change or
Surely.
we will with choice.
Okay.
Lesson
Oh, just a second. Now I need to return to the proper slide. Sure. I don't mind, surely. So,
Thank you.
yeah, you know what I can do? I can get to that mentee and see whether anybody voted or not.
I voted.
Yeah, I noticed. But you know, I really have some concerns of the process and the situation we've got. So that's why I'm moving quite fast. Oh, did I click on clear? It's nice. I needed to share results. Normal. Let me try to do it one more time. Sorry, I have deleted your result. Yeah, here it is.
Let's vote again.
Fantastic.
Maybe let's ask our participants about the chosen topic. If they agree, we don't need to vote again. What do you think?
I completely agreed, but you know, at least from Tatiana, I had something in the chat, and she said she can't vote because she's from her phone. I didn't even know who's that participant I phoned.
Well, if you are interested in one of the topics which we are going to discuss the next time during our next session, you could vote and could choose the topic if you are ready to join the next time to us. You're welcome. Sorry, but I don't know how to name you. That's why we see only the window with iPhone. Again, sorry, but could you vote?
In the chat, you've got the link where to join and to pick the proper option. Or in case it is impossible, just write it in the chat and we'll see the result. Tatiana Tsius said that it is her answer.
Where is mine? I have the same answer.
Maybe I've accidentally deleted. Can you try to rejoin? Because, you know, it's possible. I am extremely attentive person. Yeah, lesson observation, lesson observation. Okay, thank you very much. Let it be as I said. So again, you will receive all the materials connected with it. Just a second. All in all, I still would like to get some reflection because actually I need to report to those who supervise me after the session of how well it went on, in case it did. So you can see my application, but I'm afraid you can't see my presentation. Let me check it out. It's just because I'm already sharing several and it doesn't let me to get far. So I think I had sum up a bit earlier. So would you please be so kind and follow this QR to answer several questions in Google form connected with today's session. And again, I'm about to send you the link where to get. So here it is. All in all, waiting for responses to my questions in there. Thank you, Yaroslava. I can see your response. So, the rest of colleagues, I hope you can go there too. And you could join there too, because actually I need the responses to the end of the session. I'll probably wait some more minutes. Well, according to question, it seems to me it is 6, so was I. Yes, for sure, so was I. Thank you. Well, okay. All in all, probably we are getting to the hardest part of our presentation, which looks exactly like this. So, thank you for being with me for almost an hour. Thanks for those who participated actively and responded, and I hope you got something from my session today.
Thank you, Любов. Thank you, dear participants. And I would like to say that our sessions, they are not just useful nowadays, but also they are a great opportunity to practice English, not only with students, but also with teachers who are your colleagues. That's why I think that we need to be not so shy and to communicate to each other, to share ideas, because you know that many ideas they can help us to make many things in our life easier and can give us many solutions to different issues. So thank you for your participation, and hope to see you next time. And we are both hope that you will have an opportunity to talk, not just to text. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you very much for support and constantly helping me. And our session is over. See you. Bye-bye.